Thank you very much for staying with us on Prime Morning. It's time to talk some of the exciting things that we're looking forward to this December. Not too long ago, we were having a conversation about sport and its major role in the bigger picture of tourism in every part of the world. Now, in other established markets, it has been done properly, and the respective nations are making quite a bit in terms of revenue from them. So you talk about the destinations that host all the big boxing events. You can talk about Saudi Arabia, who now have become a hot spot for some of the biggest boxing nights with the Riyadh season concept, and other places around the world like Las Vegas and all of that. You can talk about the Formula One, Grand Prix, and how it visits different destinations around the world and how much buzz is created around it. Now we want to talk about boxing. Boxing, which is being put together in a slightly different way than we do know, and which is also bringing a lot of global attention to Ghana. On the 20th of December, Legacy Rise Sports will be collaborating with Matchroom Promotions and 258 Boxing to bring us a big spectacle at the University of Ghana Stadium. Now, the man behind all of this is one who has steadily grown his relationships in domestic boxing and has also grown some key relationships internationally that have gotten him to start putting people together and bringing some of the key names and faces together to create a big platform from here in Ghana, just like it has been done in the established markets. Today, he shares our company here on the big couch on Prime Morning as we look forward to what will be an amazing, thrilling night of great boxing and amazing entertainment that will leave a lot of great memories from Ghanaians and many people from the diaspora who are visiting for all of our December festivities, also known as the Black Star Festival, December in GH, or what they also call Dirty December, spelled D-E-T-T-Y. Sharaf Mahama is the CEO of Legacy Rise Sports. He is also a certified FIFA agent and one of the most effective boxing promoters on the scene because of the track record that he has built, even considering that he has a relatively new career in that space. Sharaf, good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? We have to have this in front of the camera. But Sharaf, congratulations on the last fight night that you put together. A free fight night. But interesting thing is that by 5 p.m., the stands were full at the Bukum Arena.
It was remarkable. But first of all, let me say a big good morning to everyone. And good morning to all the viewers as well.
Amazing.
June 13th was a remarkable event. By 5 p.m., the stands were full and the atmosphere was buzzing. So December 20th, you can only expect what's yet to come. I know.
And you know, as ring announcer, I even struggled around the ring side to go like in and out because I had to go and do a changeover of clothes. And look, it was just amazing. It was also amazing to see the likes of Davido, at the ringside, Anthony Joshua and all of that. Tell me about the kinds of relationships you've grown. Let's begin from here in Ghana. The relationships that you've grown, in the boxing ecosystem and how it has helped your journey in promoting boxing so far.
So when we decided to come into boxing and focus, and invest heavily in boxing, I knew I couldn't do it all alone. So from matchmakers to coaches to the entire, boxing fraternity. Since I can't do it alone, I need everyone on board so that we can pull in the same direction. So I've been able to network, bring everyone on board, and December 20th, you see, everyone on board pushing in the same direction.
Pushing in the same direction. Amazing stuff in there. Yeah, so you did that, you established yourself, and then you started putting together some fights on a smaller scale at the time. And then I saw you get out there and you started growing relationships with some of the biggest names globally. Yeah. How did you manage to pull that off?
So as we were doing our events at the Bukom Arena, it was to a, medium standard because of the capacity, which is 5,000, 6,000. Now we're moving to 17,000. So the levels have gone up. So what I did was study the game. I looked at Saudi, I looked at England. I was just at the Chris Eubank Conor Ben fight.
Great.
I was on a scouting mission over there.
I see.
Seeing your production, how things are run, So I was trying to take all that knowledge just to bring it back home and also execute here. So December 20th will be,
December 20th is going to be amazing. We're going to get into the details of that in a bit. But I'm also very interested in the relationships, like I said. I mean, to get Anthony Joshua to come, I mean, the protocols around him as a boxing legend and a global icon and all of that is so tedious and cumbersome.
Yes.
And so once again, Sharaf, how did you manage to get yourself into the space and grow the trust of all these big names, American, you know, and the like?
Because I've put myself in the boxing space now. When I was in Saudi, I met Anthony Joshua. And from the time we met, we've just got along. Now we're very good friends. So just from conversation, you know, I was having an event. I told him I wanted him to come visit Ghana, you know, showcase the, you know, the country so that he can also have a feel of the culture. And he loved it when he came. He had the best time. He wants to come back. So
yeah,
I wish him luck on Friday as well. He's fighting Jake Paul. So
that's going to be a big fight.
Yes, it will be
a multi-million-dollar fight as well.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's what we're aspiring to, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Let's get into the relationship with Matchroom, which is what has culminated in the December 20 fight that we're looking forward to. Now, Eddie Hearn is a big name, without a doubt. If you look at recent history in boxing, in world boxing, he has commanded, you know, physical crowds of 100,000, and he's dictating, you know, the trends and the pace when it comes to which fights the public get to see and all of that. Tell us about the uniqueness of your relationship and how special it is, and what you've drawn out of that relationship with Matchroom.
I want to say a big thank you to Matchroom Sport and 258 Boxing, because especially when Anthony Joshua came, we started having conversations. And from our last event, Eddie Hearn was super impressed with the atmosphere, the level of production. So he definitely wanted to come on board. So after the event, we had a good conversation. And on December 20th, they are our partners for the event.
I don't want to jump the gun and look ahead to the future. So we'd stick to what you know, we know and what we want to do. So we put that fight together. It was explosive. The fans, I left the arena at 6 a.m.
Wow.
And that just gives an indication of what we should be expecting going forward. Tell me what you considered in picking each of these fights that are coming up on December 20 that everybody's talking about in town. What was the consideration in getting the main event, for instance, you know, and then the remaining, you know, supporting bouts, which are all, some of them are title bouts, big title bouts?
Yes. So we have a broadcaster.
DAZN.
Yes.
Yeah.
An international broadcaster, DAZN. So we wanted a main event that, you know, captures, you know, attention. And Craig Richards Dan Aziz is a light heavyweight bout that is of international standard. So we can expect a very good fight for the main event. On the undercard is dusted with 50-50 local bouts and then some good names as well. If you can see, Freezy McBones, Jonathan Tete is the crowd's favorites right now. We have Theophilus Alute as well, fighting for the WBO international.
Before we continue with the rest of the fights, I'm interested in that Freezy McBones fight for a few reasons.
Yes.
Because, you know, Freezy just has a way of teasing out some sporting anger out of his opponents when he's going to fight. And I saw a lot of this. When he arrived at the airport, Theophilus went to dare him at the airport. I think these are the images.
It's Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan, sorry.
Yes.
You know, yeah. Jonathan Tete. It was interesting. I have not seen one boxer go and dare his opponent on arrival before.
You know, this rivalry has been going on for 3 years now.
I see.
Yes, so...
How did it start? Who started it off?
So Jonathan was in the national team, the Black Bombers.
Okay.
And then when Freezy was moving back to Ghana, Jonathan had to go to heavyweight, which is not his actual weight. And they gave the light heavyweight to Freezy to fight. So Jonathan has always felt like, you know, Freezy has taken his position. So December 20th, he gets to prove, you know, who's a better fighter.
And Freezy also, you know, is full of some energy and all of that. Now, I was having a chat with him on Saturday on Joy FM. And look, he talks about how he knows very well that age is gradually catching up with him, but then he studied the peekaboo style by Mike Tyson. He knows it's not an easy style, but he's been pushing very hard and he's going to get the job done. And it's just amazing how, you know, all of this rivalry is going. Yeah. Tell me something about the local grudge fights and what they bring in terms of excitement to a fight night like December 20?
So we have John Laye and Holy. That's one of the early fights, but it's a 50-50 dust-up. And the whole of Jamestown and the boxing community in Ghana are all looking forward to it. You can't pick a winner. It's very tough.
And considering that John Laye is one of our potential world champions who has proven himself so far, this will be a very big test for him.
Exactly. Once he gets past this, he can start looking at international, fights.
Wow, amazing. Let's talk about the other fights as well, the other attractions. We
have other Ghanaians fighting international opponents. We have Samson fighting Ibrahima Diallo. Yes, and we have Jerry Lati fighting Jesse Brandon as well. Yeah, so this is giving Ghanaian boxers the platform to showcase their talent internationally as well.
Amazing. Now, I've also realized that you have a certain package for all of the fans, which is you have a mixture, a blend of music and like music breaks and sort of like what is going to be happening during the FIFA World Cup games. At halftime, we're going to have some bouts. Sorry, we're going to have some performances from musicians. All right, tell me why you decided to do that first of all.
So this is something I learned from the Saudis.
Okay.
Yes. Rather than putting 12 rounds of boxing back to back to back, you have to
spice it up.
Yes, you have to spice it up. Bring some sort of entertainment feel. When the music performances, the crowd can get excited. Sing. Yeah. So we're bringing a lot of that. It's going to be like a festival at the same time, watching good fights as well.
Before we get further into this, let's talk about what has been the kind of buzz in town already. I mean, I've been receiving so many phone calls about tickets and where they can access tickets from and all of that. Tell me about the response, okay? The response that you've received so far since this major announcement came out. There's
been a real buzz in town, to be honest, because a lot of the media platforms, social media, all you see is Legacy Rise Sports December 20th. But we hope that attention is, transcended on, attendance as well.
Great.
But where to get your tickets is at legacyriseglobal.com. And also you can get it by *928 *44#.
Okay, you have to repeat that.
*928 *44#.
Ahead of big bouts like these, there are many activities that are done. I realized that the first announcement or the first face-off was done in London. You were present, right? Right. Okay. Now, in the lead up to this, which other activities are we to expect? Towards the fight. I realized that you had a walk, in Togo. Let's talk about that briefly before we go into that. There was a walk in the heart of town, in central Accra.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So I sat down with the team and we're coming up with, strategic ways to, engage, mass audience. And one of the ideas we had was to do a walk. And we did it from the Bukom Arena to the Accra Sports Stadium. And the whole Jamestown, the whole, Medina, everyone was walking with us. And we had huge numbers. They're all excited for December 20th.
I saw Bukom Banku in there. He was the lead hype man.
he's a character for sure. We had Bukom Banku, we had Aite Powers, we had all the, ex-boxers supporting us as well.
Amazing. What's some of the key things you've learned about the people of Accra and where they place boxing in terms of passion? All these years that you've been, getting close.
I like this question because Ghana has always seemed as a football nation, but there are a lot of people in Ghana that love boxing. But when boxing is put in a very nice way, it attracts a lot of numbers. So that's what we intend to do as well.
Amazing. And it's interesting that you, personally, as an individual, were a football talent, and then along the way, boxing stole you away. But you still have your first love. You have your FIFA certificate. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you so much.
What made you take the decision to do that?
So whilst I was playing professional football, I always used to come home, put on YouTube, watch boxing highlights, Anthony Joshua's fights, So I just grew that love. And when I decided to stop football, Freezy came from the UK to Ghana, and we decided to put on a show for him. And then that made me realize that we could actually do like sports promotion. And at the same time, I got my FIFA license, just to be able to support local footballers, give them the opportunity outside Ghana and other parts of the world.
What position were you playing?
I was at number 9.
Oh, I see. You wanted to score goals?
I was scoring goals.
Oh, you were? Yeah. I saw one of your goals at training, I saw one of your training goals on social media. I like the technique. Yeah.
Was it the one with the left foot?
The left foot, yeah. So ideally, are you more comfortable with your left foot or your right?
I'm right foot, but I probably scored, the most beautiful goals with my left.
I see.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that Sheila is going to get on Sharaf's Instagram page and pull some of those videos for us. It'll be interesting to, to relive some of those moments, even though today is not our Throwback Thursday. So it's interesting that you find yourself doing all of this. Off air, we were just talking about many years ago when you had to go and welcome the Black Satellites who had won the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, DDIU and the teammates and all of that. And at the time, your father was vice president, and I saw you, with your camera and all of that. You should frame that camera because the camera took shots of the World Cup, Yeah, it's just amazing. Obviously, at the time, you looked more towards football than boxing, isn't it? Because you had a lot more mentors in football, right?
Yes.
So you were aspiring more to football.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
At the time, I was working to become a professional footballer. So I had those goals and aspirations. So everything in my mind was football. So when the Under-20 won the World Cup, throughout the tournament, I was following them, I knew all the players' names. I'll be wearing my father in the house. So when we won the trophy and they were coming out, when he was going to the airport, I'm like, I'm following him. So I jumped in the car, went there. Yeah, I was so excited to meet all the players.
Did you touch the trophy, the Under-20 World Cup? I had a feel of it.
I had to.
So what happened the next day when you went back to school or you met with your friend? It must have been a big subject,
I was boasting to all my friends. And I still have the pictures from today.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, we should share them sometime. Yeah. All right, so gradually boxing temporarily took you away from football, but it's just amazing that you've now been able to immerse yourself in sports promotion. Now, tell us about sports promotion and what one requires in terms of like resources and networking to get things done. Because we've seen all of your promotions. They've been of a certain standard. They've been of a certain quality. And everybody will be wondering, I mean, it must be tough in the background trying to put all of this together.
Most definitely.
Walk us through it.
What I'd say is I have an amazing team who support me and guide me as well. In terms of boxing promotion, when we sit down, we come up with different ideas how to do things to, the highest of standards, just to be able to, captivate the audience and people that we're hoping to attract. So December 20th, 17,000 capacity.
Wow.
We have, one of the best shows of recent times, especially to do with boxing.
Yeah.
So I urge all Ghanaians to come out in their numbers, come and, experience a good night of boxing and entertainment.
Amazing.
And we have a line of special guests as well.
Okay, we'll talk about the special guests very shortly, but so they pulled one of the videos. Here we go. This is, okay, let me try to guess. This is the prison's, is this the prison's?
No, this is the Medina AstroTurf.
Oh, the Medina AstroTurf.
Yes.
Okay, constructed by Robert Coban.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This looks like an Asamoah goal,
Someone else said that too.
Yeah, this looks, so the control, the technique, and all of that.
Yeah.
I
was captain that day, so I had to,
So you had to do something. But which teams are these?
So I used to run a football team as well called Top Scout Academy.
Top Scouts Academy.
Yes.
Very well.
It's now run by my brother, who is also very passionate about football.
Shahid?
No, Hope.
Hope. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Great.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So this was a friendly game.
Yes. No, this was actually a tournament.
A tournament.
Yeah,
Okay.
a 4-team tournament.
4-team. Did you win?
We got to the final.
You got to the final.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting stuff. So do you make time to shake it off on the football pitch from time to time?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Now I've stopped playing professionally. Every Thursdays I try to, play with my friends and stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And what about the boxing gym? Because you have to be fit.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
You know, my brother asked me the last time, you can't be a boxing promoter and not know how to fight.
So have you tried?
So I've just been doing the pad work.
Pad work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the coaches in Jamestown are trying to get me to spar, but I don't want to take any punches to the face.
But talk about pad work, the myths. How much appreciation do you now have for the trainers and then
the boxers?
The boxers who get into that to get themselves ready for fights after your first experience with the pads?
It's an art. That's what I say. If you look at Mayweather, if he has videos online,
but he looks away.
It's like choreography. It's crazy. Yeah, and me doing it after 1 minute, I'm so tired.
Amazing. All right, we're talking about the special guests that we're expecting at the ringside. I mean, I'm throwing back to when you launched Legacy Rise, the fight night that helped us launch Legacy Rise, and all the big legends who came. I mean, from football through to boxing, athletics, the business community, and of everything. What should we be expecting on Saturday?
Saturday is probably going to be the biggest show we've done yet.
Okay.
We can expect all the former footballers, all the former boxers as well.
I see.
Musicians, actors. The list goes on.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. How receptive have they all been about, the invitation? I'm sure you extended it personally to them.
They're all excited to come and support me. Yeah, and also the vision I have.
Now, you talk about vision as well, and what does that tell you about the future for boxing promotions in Ghana, especially now that you've reached this particular chapter, this very important milestone?
So we're uplifting the standards of Ghana boxing. So like in the past, how boxing was being done, and especially with the IMC coming on board as well, there's a whole new structure to follow and, upstage a certain standard when it comes to boxing promotion.
In the past week, I've seen some videos of some key arrivals. Tell us more about them. Who is already in town, who else we're expecting, and all that.
Okay, so we received the Matchroom delegation last night. Matchroom being the biggest sports promotion company in the world. We received some of the fighters as well. And at the airport, when they're received, they're like dancing and like drums, and the whole airport's arrival. They're really loving it.
I'm sure it's a different feeling for them because they hardly get those kinds of welcomes when they travel around the world. Yeah, amazing. So they're all settled.
Yes.
What will be the plan going forward towards the end of the week and towards Saturday in terms of activities?
So we have a community engagement at 5 p.m. today, doing some charity work in, around Accra, giving back to the community as well. Tomorrow we have the press conference at Movenpick, which is at 1 p.m.
Great.
So we're inviting all the media houses, Joy Prime.
Yeah, we sure will be there. Sure will be there. Yeah.
Friday, we have the weigh-in at 5 p.m. At the Bukom Arena. And then Saturday, the fight night. Gates open at 3 p.m. First fight starts at 5 p.m. So.
Okay, so let's talk about fight scheduling and how it fits into international standards and timings and, getting the global audience and all of that. We in this part of the world have had to, wake up at dawn, watch fights at dawn because of timing and all of that. What kind of advice would you want to give to all the fans, the thousands of fans who have purchased tickets so far about, timing and how strict the timing is going to be and how they probably could miss a fight if they don't come in early?
Yeah. So because we're on live TV, we have a, program lineup and it's going to go, very strategically. Yeah. So I urge all people who are coming to the stadium to come early Come 3 p.m., come before 5 p.m., the first fight. Let's, pack the stadium out and, enjoy the atmosphere and also the fights on show.
Okay. What kind of structure are you going to have when it comes to the seating? Now, you've told us about tickets. Now, people would want to know, quite a number of friends have called me. There are those who want to get tables at ringside, and there are those who also want some high number of tickets to share for their workers and all of that. What will be the plan, for the ringside, for some of the premium seating areas, and then the main stands? And what's the cost? What is it looking like? Yeah.
So the general stance is 50 CDs. That's a 13,000 capacity, stands. And then we have the VIP, which is just behind the VVIP. Then we have the VVIP, which is around the ring. So depending on what package you want, you can find it on the link, legacyriseglobal.com.
Okay, is there a special number that people can call, especially for the premium guests who want to have, like bringing friends from all over the world who want to have nice tables around the ringside? Is there a hotline that they can dial?
You can get it on the link and then also our social media as well.
Okay, there's Legacy Rise.
Yes.
It's one word.
Legacy Rise.
It's one word.
Yes.
In all of this, Sharaf, where do you draw the everyday strength from? Because being in this sport for a minimum of 20 years, there's one thing I know, that it is... Don't smile, I know why you're smiling. Yeah, I said 20 years, okay, everybody's smiling. Because I my cameraman and everything, we're trying to calculate people's Gen Z ages and all. That's
over age.
Yeah, but don't worry, we'll all get there. Everybody gets there. When my father was alive, I used to, hear him say, "Oh, I've known this person for 30 years. I've known this person for 25 years." It sounded like rocket science. Now here we are. Look, what point is, being in this sport for this long, there's something I know, working with promoters across board, different generations, and yourself, it's a very, very challenging space, a very, very tough space. What is that key thing that just keeps you going? Because you might as well just fold your arm and say, listen, I did one big fight night at the end of the year. It was even free. So let me fold my arms and relax because, it's tough. What pushes you? Where do you get the adrenaline from to keep it running like this, the way you've
done? So at Legacy Rise Sports, we have our goals and, ambitions. One of our goals is sports tourism. Aside just putting on the fights, we were trying to also make Ghana very attractive, internationally. So having like a broadcaster like The Zone, having partners like Matchroom and 258, this brings, a new light to them as well, both locally and internationally. So yeah, there's still a lot to do.
And this picture that I see on the screen is an amazing one. There is yourself, there's Amir Khan, there's Azuma Nelson, and there is Anthony Joshua from the last fight night.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah. This is...
Because I used to watch Amir Khan on YouTube, I used to watch Anthony Joshua, and now I'm in a picture with him. Yeah.
How does it make you think, especially when you're, projecting for the future, now that you see yourself here and you are dealing with all of these people at close range? I mean, this is another shot of Anthony Joshua, I believe, at the presidency, when we visited, the president.
Yes.
Yeah. What do all of these experiences and these interactions tell you about the future that lies ahead of us in boxing?
It lets me know that we're capable of ever more. If Legacy Rise started just less than 2 years ago, and if we've been able to achieve this in 2 years, so only the Lord knows what we can achieve, in the next few years.
You've had some people come along with you and believe in you. Yesterday, I was on the phone with one of the sponsors, a good friend, Yusuf Aitor, who's the CEO of I2. And he just told me that, the first time when he came for a Legacy Rise fight, he was just blown off by the atmosphere that we had created in the Bukom Arena. He hadn't really seen anything like that before. And so he didn't even think twice in bringing support. I'm sure there are others. Let's talk about the people who have believed in Legacy Rise and have given you, the needed support?
So from our previous events, we've had different sponsors. But for December 20th, I want to say a big thank you to Riyadh Season, who are sponsoring this event.
Riyadh Season is big.
The Sharaf Mahama Foundation. We continue to, impact lives positively, especially athletes, young athletes. I2 Development, like you mentioned. Jata Cement. Everlast Drip, Silicon House, who are helping us with production.
Technical production?
Yes.
I see.
The Independent and Sika.
So all of these, just run through generally. I mean, what has been the general theme amongst all these sponsors? I mean, you go to them, you show them what you want to do, and they, I mean, we've spoken about I2. I2 are just forward-thinking people. They believe and they see ahead of time, What is the other story with the other sponsors?
So I think it's not been too difficult, getting sponsors, because we look for companies that align with our vision, people who, believe in our ideas and, aspirations as well. And from our previous shows, what we've done, we have a track record of, good performance. So December 20th will be like no other. So it's good to have all of them on board.
Amazing. So people have to arrive on time?
Yes.
And the fights are starting exactly at 5 p.m.
Exactly at 5 p.m.
No,
no later than
that. Yes. 5 p.m. we start. So if you're at the gate at 5 p.m., then know that you probably will lose the opening sequence of everything that's going to be happening. All right. Now, you're partnering with the DAZN. DAZN is a big deal. In the year 2025, it's a big deal if you're associated with such a big broadcasting network. Like I said, we're also immediately looking into the future. You've spoken about Anthony Joshua. There was a lot of talk about him possibly collaborating with Legacy Rise to fight here in Ghana.
Anthony Joshua is the founder of 258 Boxing.
Yes, of course.
So,
of course.
We already have them in Ghana. So hopefully after he, finishes business on Friday.
The Jake Paul, yeah.
Well, since he finishes business on Friday, then we can have a conversation of doing something in Ghana early next year, hopefully.
But you have to convince him. We have to do a mass video from town and say, Anthony Joshua, come and fight here.
Yes.
That would be such a big deal if you're able to pull that off.
And it aligns with the visions of Legacy Rise, doing groundbreaking, activities that, captivate the world's attention. So,
What did he tell you about his experience in Ghana?
He loved it. All his boys loved it as well.
Yeah. Because they got to meet the president. I mean, not everybody gets to meet the president. Well, amazing.
They fell in love with the country.
Well, amazing. Yeah. And I'm sure that you've been getting a lot of pressure to deliver quality from home because, you can't get it wrong, is it?
It's definitely. They've been, putting pressure, but pressure builds diamonds, so,
And the decision to go into sport, was it easily accepted? Because, parents, and I say this from experiencing different parents from different places, sometimes, especially because of the way sports is structured in this country, it's difficult for parents to just agree that, okay, you can pursue this path. How has it been for you?
It's been quite easy. I don't think it's been too difficult because since I've been young, I've always been about sports. So
I know. I remember.
I've always been about sports. So when I decided to, enter the boxing, space, they've been very supportive. My father has, attended most of my events. And earlier when I said there's been pressure from home, it's not pressure to, do anything specifically, but
to deliver properly.
Exactly.
Get the work
in terms
done.
of performance, and quality. So,
All right. So that's a good one. And I remember, those days when you used to call that you wanted to play in the Guinness Football Challenge. Unfortunately, we have to create our own Guinness Football Challenge to play,
And I also just remembered an experience. When I was younger and I used to come to the Bukom Arena, and sometimes you'd be ring announcing. And then when my father is entering the ring to give the bell, then they'll push me, hey, follow him.
Amazing. And your dad had his first major live boxing fight experience with Bukom Banku.
Exactly.
And I was there, I covered that fight. It was at the conference center.
Yeah.
And that was where he struck the relationship with him. And since then, he has always had the passion and eventually led the establishment of the Bukom Boxing Arena. Yeah, we've been part of history, Charlie.
Yeah.
So go and write your own. Me, I'm done with it. All right, it's been wonderful having you, Sharaf, and we're proud of you. We're looking forward to Saturday night. We just want to run quickly through, because that's something that's coming up a lot, about how tickets can be accessed and how easily they can be accessed.
We're putting out an informative post today on where to get tickets physically.
Okay.
And the link again is legacyriseglobal.com.
Okay.
And *9, let me get it for you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. *928*44#.
Okay, great, great. A final message to Ghanaians about December 20 and boxing and its prospects.
Okay. December 20th, this Saturday, we're making history, especially in Ghanaian sports. A sold out 17,000 capacity stadium, Legon. I urge all Ghanaians to come in your numbers, come and support the vision. We have good entertainment acts aside the boxing. We have a list of special guests coming as well. So come in your numbers. Arrive early before 5 p.m. to catch the first fight. And yes, let's have fun together.
Amazing. Sharaf, thank you. Thank you. It's been a great time.
Thanks for having me on.
But you have to go and do a lot more of the pad work and the punching bag. You know,
Maybe very soon, one of my cards, I will have to fight on it.
You fight, yeah. I will announce. I will only do the announcing. All right.
I can only imagine how many people turn up to see me.
That would be amazing. All right. Thanks so much to all of you for staying with us from 6 a.m. this morning and coming along with us all the way to the end of the show. We're very grateful to all of you. And do remember that you can get on all of our social media handles. That's Joy Prime, the certified Joy Prime pages on all of our handles, so that you can watch the excerpts of all of these interviews and others. We'll bring you another amazing production from 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Thanks to the whole production team.